Can you imagine life using manually operated stone grinder instead of electric grinder? Hearing only cycle bell sound instead of cacophony of noisy city traffic. Waking up early morning by hearing cock crowing instead of alarm bell sound. Watching women fight at street hand pump and the same women having friendly chat in the evening instead of watching fight at city traffic and leave as enemy. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Welcome to the great Indian small town and the rural life. I had the privilege to experience in my childhood and my growing years. I grew up at my grandparents' home in Kattumannarkoil, Tamil Nadu. My grandfather was the only person who could teach English grammar in our hometown surrounding 30 villages. Our house was lengthy like train with a tall roof like rivers of W. Our house had 5 major portions. The first portion for the classroom for my grandfather, which could accommodate more than 50 students. And the next portion, the huge living room with a tall roof. On top of the roof, there used to be one white colored ceiling fan. The brand name was Raleigh. Most of the time, the breeze from the fan never reached the floor. Next to the living room, we had our kitchen and dining room. Don't imagine the new style, modern kitchen or dining hall. The darkest room in our entire house was the kitchen. There used to be one 20 watts bulb, and this room always filled with smoke as we used wood burning stove. There was no gas stove. Next to the kitchen, we had one huge room like the modern utility room, where we used to keep all those hand operated stone grinders. We had 4 of them. The one to make the dried flour, to make chapati or other dry items. The other one, wet grinder, to make idli or dosa batter. The third one, to make chutney and masalas. The fourth one, to make chili powder. Evening time and the weekends, I would spend with my mother-in-law by helping her. The other room, we had kind of bathroom, okay, which it had huge well and hand pump in that. My mother-in-law never fall sick till she used all those hand-operated stone grinders. When the electric operated grinder and mixie started coming into our house, she started going out for hospital to get treated her cholesterol, sugar and blood pressure. The last portion for pets, we had hen and cock. Our house had few places for people to sleep and huge area to store rice, grains and fruits and for pets to live. My grandfather never thought about building house with more bedrooms while he was constructing the house. But today, I am choosing my house based on number of bedrooms. We had huge garden, which was around 200 foot length and bordered with full of coconut trees. At the end of the garden, we had our agricultural land. Our house was in the center of full of lush green. Unlike Bangalore, not in the center of building blocks. We used to manage with our own cultivated vegetables and fruits based on the season. We had huge mango tree in the center of the garden, which could yield several kilos of mangoes. During the mango season, there will be one default food item in our food menu. Either it will be mango sambar or the mango pickle or a slice of mango, raw mango, or the mango fruit or the dried mango soaked in the salt water. We used to enjoy eating mangoes for the entire mango season without worrying about whether it is chemically treated or artificially ripened like we worry nowadays in Bangalore. With the mango tree, we had jasmine and other flower plants in our garden. There is a flower called December flower. It used to bloom in two different colors, white and violet. It blooms only in the month of December. That is why it's called December flower. December month, early morning, 6 a.m., when we go to the garden, the entire garden was filled with the December flower. It looks as though it was smiling at us. And there are little drops of water on them, as if just they finished the early morning shower. Friends, one day is not sufficient for me to tell each and every experience I had in my hometown. I have made a choice to make my career and life in city like Bangalore. I know for sure I cannot go back and live in my village, but I will not forget my roots. It is those strong roots which built in me good culture and character. It is those roots, because of those roots, made me to reach great heights and touch the sky in my professional life. Standing here, rooted to the ground, I salute my village and its people for shaping me to be a worthy person. Back to Toastmaster.
I take a moral from this speech. The moral of the story for me is, if you want to reduce your blood pressure and cholesterol, have wet grinders at home, hand grinders at home, and give it to the women of the house.